Midnight Guthrie here with rock and roll Mike Sidell. Now tonight, we know Showtime Bradley Charles has selected your opponent, but we do not know who that man is, and you won't know who you're facing until you get into the ring. Any concerns about this situation?
Well, that's right, Midnight, but you know what? It doesn't matter to me who Showtime Bradley Charles picks as my opponent, because in my mind, that opponent is Showtime Bradley Charles. Every punch, every kick, every forearm that I give whoever that man is, his face is Showtime Bradley Charles's face to me. You see, Midnight, it doesn't matter who I face because I have a very exacting psychophysical regimen every day of yoga, Muay Thai kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, and of course, professional wrestling. So what all this means is that no matter who my opponent is tonight, at the end of the night, the referee will raise my hand. And I will open my heart to the music of the universe and I will say, Namaste.
Hello and welcome once again to Metro Pro Wrestling here on Metro Sports. I'm Dave Borchard alongside Chris Goff, and another big show tonight is rock and roll Mike Sidell out here, Chris, to get things started.
Well, Mike Sidell, he did not have the opportunity. He did not win last time, Dave. I don't understand why he thinks he's still got a shot at SBC's Kansas title.
I thought SBC was counted out.
Yes, he didn't win, Dave.
Then Mike Sidell won.
Get smart enough to throw him back. He didn't win the title, Dave, okay? Stop splitting
Sorry,
hairs.
Chris. He won the match.
Mike Sidell spends his summers over Ring of Honor, thinks he can come back here, Metro Pro Wrestling, get title shot after title shot. No, SBC has every right to come out here and say, look, you can face whoever I say tonight, and maybe, just maybe, months down the road, Sidell can deserve maybe one little glimpse at a title shot.
I've always said you're a moron, Chris. You proved that again here tonight. I mean, Mike Sidell's one of the top guys in the locker room, a very deserving title contender.
Shut up! SBC's music is playing, he's coming out, and one of the Kansas City Killers, Dave, is coming out here to speak to these morons in the audience.
So you want to give him his proper introduction, Chris?
Showtime! Bradley Charles.
Thank you, Chris.
Great.
I think I just threw up in my mouth.
I threw up in my mouth too when I walked in and saw everybody around this ring. You seeing the physiques of some of these people? Horrible.
You leave these hard
Mike Sidell. Well, you're looking pretty tonight, aren't you? With your long blonde locks, so they look real good. Now, I know all these jerks out here
would love to see Showtime come and put the beat down on you.
Yeah.
What?
However, just as the Kansas City Killers are picking opponents for each other this evening, I've done the same for you.
Thank goodness.
You can what me all you want. The fact still remains,
Hate the one chance.
I'm the Metro Pro Wrestling Kansas champion.
Yeah. What's Showtime? Kansas champion.
What's he talking about, Chris? What?
Shut up. Stone Cold.
So I know you want your title
2001.
shot, Mike Sidell, but let's face it, that's not happening this evening.
Nope.
Chicken.
I have handpicked an opponent just for you, Mike Sidell. Here he is, Jason Strife.
Jason Strife, tough opponent for Mike Sidell, but no title on the line here, Chris.
This should be great. Jason Strife and
Oh,
yes!
come on!
Look, Jason Strife, and this is sort of a turning over a new leaf for Jason Strife, Dave. We just saw him in Tag Team again, and he was with Bull Schmidt, Ricky Cruz, and ACH, but now, look at him turning on his back on Mike Sidell and just attacking him like this is great.
Was this like a tryout here to be part of the Kansas City Killers? Chris,
I don't
what's
know.
this about?
Hopefully the Killers can just keep adding to that great stable they have here. Jason Strife has wrestled all over the world, Dave, and if this guy can join them, he'll be even better.
Great stable's gotten a little weaker lately, Chris.
Look at that, he's gonna do the people's elbow, but Sidell caught his foot.
You want to address that comment, Chris?
No.
Maybe a little bit of fracturing? I should say a little bit, a lot of fracturing.
Dave, you know what? You take such joy when friends start yelling at each other and hating each other. It happens so much in your life. You want it to happen to everybody else, but no, the Kansas City Killer's gonna stay together. Yes.
What are you talking about? Sterling and Wyatt are at each other's throats, Chris.
Look at this cover. Get up! No,
only a 2 count for Sidell.
Wyatt and Sterling, yes, they're just very competitive, Dave. I think they're gonna keep it together and stay together. Yes, after that, I did hear that they're gonna maybe have a championship match between the two, Dave. But I'm hoping to talk some sense in these guys.
Are you delusional, man?
No!
It was Fist of Fury the last time we saw those two guys together.
Look at this cover by Sidell.
Should focus on the match. Some great action here early on as Mike Sidell, despite the cheap shot from Jason Strife, Sidell in control here in the early going. Big forearm there.
Jason Strife, one of the up-and-comers here at Metro Pro Wrestling, and this is quite the matchup. But Mike Sidell at a total disadvantage, had no idea he'd be facing Jason Strife tonight.
Sidell set him up for a suplex and hits it here in the center of the ring, now going for the cover. Both legs are hooked. Only a 2 count, though.
SBC at ringside, Dave. That could be good for Mr. Strife. And look at that, he was going to do a standing moonsault, but Strife just rolled through and knocked him down.
Strife trying to get some momentum back. Big running knee to that face there.
Look at him. Look at his legs, Dave. Just bent backwards like that. You haven't done a move like that since you were 6 months old.
Probably true, Chris. Not the most flexible person in the world. Definitely not the level of Mike Sidell, who's fighting his way back to his feet.
See, Retro Rick is in the audience.
I saw that gaze into nowhere in his eyes, Chris.
The IQ just went down 100 points. The average here. Not that they had 100 to spare. Look at this. Strife in the corner, big shoulder blocks, and Sidell's in trouble, man.
I don't know, Chris. I think Raiders fan and Santa Claus, I heard they're right around a 200 IQ.
Yeah. If you combine them both and times it by 50. Look at these guys getting behind Mike Sidell, but Jason Strife really showing something here tonight.
Rock and roll champ breaking out at Turner Rec Center, but a big elbow broken out by Jason Strife.
Just break that chin on this pretty boy's face. It's great.
Not a 3 count by Strife, but in control here with the chin lock. Ref's got to watch out here. That could be a chokehold.
No, no, no.
Referee Wilkos in the right position, though, deems the hold legal.
Here we go, and Sidell fighting his way out of it, David. Yes, yes. You know what? Don't have 2-foot-long hair if you don't want people ripping it down.
So it's
by the roots.
Okay to cheat if the guy has long hair.
Yes. Don't have it. Here we go.
I thought you were a big fan of the commission, Chris. Enforcing the rules. What happened to that?
They do enforce the rules.
Well, that's a rule. You can't yank on someone's hair.
You know how many times people like to use the tie on the commission, Dave? They shouldn't wear the ties. This guy shouldn't have long hair. Maybe the ladies like it.
You're such a hypocrite, Chris.
I don't even know what that word means.
Clearly.
Shoulder block by Jason Strife. And if Strife wins this, Dave, I mean, he's into some title contention area. Yes.
I wish this moron would shut up.
Hey,
you shut up too, Chris.
Despite the state being horrible, because I hate Kansas, that's a great belt.
They don't like you, Mike.
State's terrible. I'd be willing to say the state commission is terrible. I hate commissions. You know that in general, Chris, but
of course.
Seemingly you're in favor of all things commissions nowadays.
Well, I love the commission, Dave. They're here to enforce the rules. They're not out here now, but if they were, I'm sure they'd enforce some rules, but maybe they just don't deem it necessary. They're probably working on their upcoming match with the Hooligans, Dave, I'm sure.
Boy, listen to this crowd really rallying behind Rock and Roll Mike Sidell, who's down and out at the moment.
Look at the Crushers over there. Look at the emotion on his face. Look at the Matrix move and the Diamond Cutter on Strife.
What a combo of evasive maneuver and then finishing maneuver by Mike Sidell.
And Sidell now has the upper hand, and he wants another shot at SPC, Dave, and the best way to get that is to beat Jason Strife.
By the way, do you have any confidence whatsoever that SBC isn't getting involved in this match at some point, Chris?
Yes, of course. He's a very fair man. Look at that missed the big boot there. Big drop kick.
I think in Vegas the odds would be 1 to 10 that he gets involved, Chris. You can make good money if you bet against it, but it's not happening. You know he's getting involved. He's sitting there right beside the ring.
No, he just wants a closer look. Dave, he's friends with Jason Strife, and he wants Sidell to lose. Look at this. Big clothesline to the back, and Sidell looks like he's going to the outside.
Oh, and he could be going all the way up here, Chris. Should mention we'll hear from Stephen J. Girthy as well as Derek Stone later in the show, so lots of good stuff still to come. And Jason Strife gets Mike Sidell right in the pills on the top rope.
How's that feel? Crotching him on top. Singing soprano, Dave, not like that bass clef he has on his left shoulder.
It's a great point, Chris. I had no idea you were such a knowledgeable about music.
I played piano for 8 years, Dave. What are you talking about?
I knew there was something I didn't like about you, Chris.
Yeah.
You always
like
said that.
about me the fact that I'm musical.
You always said that Elton John
Look at that.
you were putting out, and look at that move by Sidell.
Moonsault, and what's he going to? Dave the Muda lock. If he gets this, it's over.
But Strife close to the ropes. Can he reach it?
No, come on, no. Look at the flexibility.
Oh, exactly, Chris. Here it is.
What's going on?
How could you act surprised, you idiot?
What is up? I can't believe SBC's out here. This is just very out of character. Roll up by Strife.
Oh, he's got the trunks. No.
Yes.
Oh, what a shame.
Showtime, still reigning supreme.
What a
Jason
travesty.
Strife deserves a title shot, maybe that Central States title. This is great.
Wait, don't you think Strife's going to get a shot at SBC's title? Is that
No,
what you
it's
think?
Central States,
Oh, of course,
ACH.
yeah. You wouldn't want him to get a shot at SBC, would you?
Jason Strife, big win. Big unassisted win
What?
by Jason Strife. Good job,
What
buddy.
assist? What match are you watching?
Coming up, Stephen J. Girthy has some words for Pete Madden in their upcoming hardcore match.
I bet that's going to be real profound, Chris.
I'm sure it will. Hopefully Miss Natural's out here. She's beautiful.
Also, we'll hear from Derek Stone. Getting Stone coming up later in the show. And guy's been going through some tough times lately. Interested to hear what he'll have to say.
Derek Stone again with the segment. What's going on around here?
What's going on? WWE superstar Kofi Kingston here, and you're watching Metro Sports.
The Turner Recreation Commission is a full-service recreation facility located in Kansas City, Kansas. Program offerings include youth and adult sports, boxing, karate, dance, tumbling, cheerleading, fine arts, childcare, youth and adult fitness classes, 50-plus program, a fitness center, year-round aquatic programs, birthday parties, rentals, and much, much more. For more information about TRC and their programs, please visit their website at turnerrec.org. Metro Pro Wrestling is brought to you in part by Pizza Shuttle, the best pizza place in Lawrence, Kansas since it opened its doors in 1984. Open 7 days a week until 2 a.m., 3 a.m. on the weekend. Order online at pizza-shuttle.com or give them a call at 785-842-1212. Pizza Shuttle, a proud sponsor of Metro Pro Wrestling.
Wyatt, hold up, man. I've been looking for you all over the place. Now, I realize there's some tension that's been going on between you and Sterling.
You can say that.
And I realize that both you guys, you're button heads, and I get that.
Yeah.
And I get that it's more than pride. It's about that championship that both you guys really want. And I'm not here to get in the way, but I think we can find a reasonable solution that does not involve you guys going at it.
Brad. It's so far beyond that, man. This Kansas City Killers, it's dead. Just accept it. Do your thing. You've come a long way.
Come on, man. We're building a powerhouse here.
Powerhouse is dead, man. Like, just look at it. You went from getting super kicked in the face by Tyler Cook on a weekly basis to being, what, a 9-10 month reign as MPW Kansas champion.
It's been nice.
Yeah, just worry about yourself, man. I respect the fact that you don't want to get involved, and I appreciate that. So, I'm gonna wish you luck, but I will tell you this. You decide to stab me in my back, I will break you.
Welcome back to Metro Pro Wrestling here on Metro Sports. And Oh, what's this idiot doing back here again?
The commissioner-to-be, Stephen J. Girthy, and the beautiful running mate, Miss Natural.
You know, Miss Natural does look beautiful, Chris. I'll give her some credit. In an election year, she could certainly win some votes, I think.
She's really paling herself up, Dave.
Yeah, she's had the paling look, and now she's just, ripped, good-looking.
Wow, I never understood that you were such a Miss Natural fan. I'm starting to get a little bit more respect for you now.
I'm not going to say she's Lucy Mendez, because no one is, but that's a beautiful woman getting in the ring alongside I got to say something nice about him, too, the svelte Stephen J. Girthy. I used to make jokes about him being in the concession stand. I don't think this guy's been near nachos or hot dogs in months.
No, he hasn't, Dave. He's dropped like 50, 60 pounds, and for some reason, these people still don't like him.
I don't like him. I think he's looking better.
Really?
He's
a wonderful man.
Is that the best you can do? I've given you gold, and that's the best you can do. Well, for those of you that don't know, I am Stephen J. Girthy, and I am the next Metro Pro Wrestling Commissioner.
Man, I hope that's not true.
It all comes down to their hardcore match,
Dave. And tonight, I am the man who is going to put the final nail in Pete Madden.
Thank goodness.
He's done. And I'm not going to be happy to beat him. I want to see him in a body bag because you people have pushed it to this point. I entered a political election. I just wanted to come to power and rule over you all with an iron fist. That's all I wanted.
That's all, Dave.
Well, that sounds great, Chris.
That is all. I'm not talking like dictator like Victor Von Doom or, or going even further, Saddam Hussein. I was thinking somewhere in the nice squishy middle somewhere.
Yeah.
But you people pushed me and pushed me and pushed me to the darkest corners of my soul. You made me do things I never, ever thought that I would have to do. Like diet and exercise.
Who wants to do that?
Because of you people, I know what broccoli tastes like.
Wow, he really has made some sacrifices, Chris. This
do you
election
know
means
what
a lot to
broccoli
him.
tastes like? It tastes horrible.
They don't know.
Well, he's talking to the Raiders fan. I'm sure he doesn't know based on his looks.
They have no
idea. But I have put in the training. I have put in the work.
Oh, I hear the music, Dave.
Yes!
The human wrecking ball, the hardcore legend, Pete Madden is here.
Why would Girthy think he could possibly stand toe-to-toe with Pete Madden in a ring, Chris?
I have no idea. But he's going to win. He's going to be victorious, Dave, in a hardcore match.
You are delusional.
And put the final nail into the coffin of Pete Madden's career and this election. Look, Pete's out with his buddies, his friends, his equals, Dave. You know what that says? That's horrible.
This is what politics are about, Chris. You're shaking hands and kissing babies here at ringside.
I don't know if anybody here can make babies.
How more hardcore than you're ever going to be. I don't know what you're thinking making this a hardcore match. I'm going to win this thing, and then I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to come out here in the stands, and I'm going to pick myself a co-commissioner. You've got a running mate, so I'm going to pick one.
What? It's too late it's too late in the campaign.
Who's he gonna
pick? What about this guy over here? He's already got the stripes. I like that. Whoa, what about this right here?
Fake referee? Where's he going?
What's he doing, Chris?
How would you like to be the boss of Jeremy Wyatt?
No!
What do you guys think?
He's gonna have Medea as his running mate, Chris.
No, he's still batting it around. Hopefully not.
That's a can't-miss ticket
what do we
there,
got
Chris.
Over here? Oh, this guy's looking at it. What do you think? You want to be my co-commissioner, maybe? How would you like to be the boss of Mark Sterling? Hell yeah!
Oh, come on! None of these people are qualified.
You get to decide who's in the title matches. How would you like to be the boss of Miss Natural?
No. Yes, Louis Bobcat George, you know it, baby.
Was that English, Chris?
Right about now, I'm going to consider myself lucky that we didn't violate standards and practices, and I'm just going to take it to the back. Girthy, I'm going to get in that ring tonight. I'm going to use this plunder. I'm going to make you bleed, and then I'm going to take your girl out for a fish sandwich.
Wow! What a gentleman, Chris!
What, because he's taking her out for a fish sandwich?
He's gonna get her a filet o fish!
That's horrible, Dave. But that is his level of a fine dining, just like the rest of these morons that he just went out and kissed all their butts about. But you know what? Stephen J. Girthy's gonna beat him in a hardcore match and become commissioner. And Miss Natural, his running mate, and everything's gonna be good for 4 more years.
Man, Miss Natural is so lucky, Chris. It's a step up from both Schmitz to Keeters. She's going to Mickey D's.
Yes, you're getting a fish sandwich, Dave.
Strife, I've known you a long time, and I've always known you to be a man of honor, respect, character, and you could throw that all out the window. What has gotten into you attacking Mike Sidell from behind in your match this evening? How do you explain these actions?
An explanation is easy, Midnight. See, I want you to understand something. I'm not a bad guy. I'm in the professional wrestling game. This is a business, and in this business, you're not offered a lot of opportunities. So when I was presented with an opportunity, I took it. It's all in the name of business.
Now, with your talent, though, you don't need to take these shortcuts to get opportunities like this.
I've been in Metro Pro for quite some time. And opportunities, they haven't come easy. All the talent, all the charisma, all the character in the world isn't going to get you all the opportunities. So like I said, when it's presented, I took it.
Join Metro Pro Wrestling 24/7 on social media. Check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/MetroProKC. On Twitter, you can follow us at KC Metro Pro. Our YouTube page is located at youtube.com/KC Metro Pro. And finally, our company website with all of our live event dates over at MetroWrestling.com.
Whoa, what are you doing, dude? Put it down. Put it down.
Is that yours?
No, it's not mine, man. What have we been talking about?
Well, if it's not yours, it's got to be
I
somebody's.
know, I understand, and that's what you do, and this is how you survive. But no, you're a star now. We're climbing up in the world. Dude, a little bit ago, you were digging on trash on the outside of the building. And like, I get it, it's a step up to dig it in the building, but no, we're higher. We're going higher than that, okay? Tonight is your night, man. Tonight is like the quinceañeras for those Mexican people with their daughters and stuff. This is where we're going to show you off and show you what a star you are. We're going against Ricky Cruz and Derek Stone, okay? And I cannot emphasize how important this is, man, because if you don't get off on the right foot here, they don't take you serious, all right? When you go on, you don't really have a successful thing, and the announcers make fun of you, and it's horrible. So tonight, it's you. It's all about you. You're going to put a hurting on people. You're a big old homeless hurting on them. And I'll tell you what, if we beat them up and we do good and we get you, we show you to the world and they see what a big, really scary and kind of a little bit dangerous person you are, a lot of bit dangerous you are, we're going to go out and we're going to eat some real food. Talking about McDonald's, baby. McDonald's.
Yeah, but there's...
Oh yeah,
there's
Macs. No, like before they would shoot. They're even better. They're even better before they shoot. Come on, we're gonna go get them. We're gonna get some McDonald's. I'll even let you play in the slide if you can fit. Don't get stuck again. That was embarrassing last time.
Welcome back to Metro Pro Wrestling here on Metro Sports. And Chris, it's time for your favorite segment. You know, this is something you used to do a lot in college, Chris.
Oh my goodness.
It's time for Getting Stoned.
Well, that was a way better thing back in college, Dave. Not this stupid This stupid little, what is
Can
it,
you be
talk
quiet?
show?
Lucy Mendez is coming out, and look how gorgeous she looks tonight.
That's the best part of getting stoned. This little interview segment is Lucy Mendez, because Derek Stone has totally flip-flopped on me, Dave. I thought he had the eye of the tiger. I thought he was going to have the focus to go back and get the Metro Pro Championship, but no, he's depending on Lucy Mendez to bring him out of this deep, dark depression, Dave, and now he's back to having fun, and that's just boring.
You know, I don't want to meet the man, Chris, that would flip-flop if Lucy Mendez started hanging around.
Who gave her a butterfinger, Dave?
And you know, it's Halloween time. She's doing some trick-or-treating. What's wrong with that?
Saying she's dressed up? Is that a costume?
She's dressed as a goddess tonight, Chris.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
How we
she's
doing,
selling it
Kansas
well.
City?
Hey, Derek Stone, hello.
Horrible
All right,
now that
you
you're
know,
here.
I'm feeling pretty good lately, thanks to my very good friend, Miss Lucy Mendez. Thank you so much, Lucy. And I thought that, you know, maybe it's time we get back to the way things used to be, right? It's a good idea, right? So, without further ado, I would like to present the latest edition of my talk show, Let's Get Stoned. All right, so if I could...
Come on.
Could I have my very first guest of the new era?
Who's this going to be?
My good friend, your good friend. Ladies and gentlemen,
oh no.
Mr. International Superstar Ricky Cruz.
Oh, Ricky Cruz? Dave, you know, both these guys are really good friends with Lucy.
That's okay. They could have a girl that's just a friend, Chris. Man, no, you never had any, but it's possible.
But you saw Lucy came out here with Derek. She used to come out with Ricky Cruz. And in my opinion, I'd be mad if I was Ricky Cruz.
Well, you're always trying to drive a stake between friends,
no,
aren't you,
that's
Chris?
you, Dave.
All I know is...
You hate Madden, you hate Wyatt and Sterling.
No, they hate each other. It's pretty obvious. But look, these guys, I heard they all three go out to Funky Town after the shows, Chris, and
Is that what they do?
cut a rug here when they're in Kansas City. Yes, they're good friends.
Cut a rug, Dave?
Heck yes.
What is it, 1940?
They do the 1-2, Chris.
Ricky Cruz,
Ricky, thank you so much for being my first guest of this new era. I appreciate it, man. You know, a lot of people, well, I gotta be honest, we don't know a whole lot about you. And we want to know kind of where you've been, where you come from, who you wrestled. I mean, international superstar, that says a lot. So, Ricky, where you been, buddy?
Bueno, primero que nada, no, I'm kidding. I'm just going to talk in English.
I was about to translate there, Chris.
Sure.
I'm from Puerto Rico.
Got an F in
I came
Spanish.
to the States thanks to a good friend here who invited me. And I've been in Mexico, Japan, Panama, Trinidad and Tobago, pretty much all over. I'll tell you what, people, I've never got the reception that you guys have given me, and I really, really appreciate it. I'm really thankful for that.
Oh,
so thank
Ricky
you all for
Cruz
that.
thanking the fans.
Yeah,
Great.
awesome. Yeah, what a great sport.
Topanga, Hassan Pfeffer Incorporated?
Is he talking about Topanga from that show?
Trinidad and Tobago.
I think
She was hot, Chris.
Laverne and Shirley, Dave.
Mexico.
Okay.
You know,
Yes, thank God. Someone's going to stop this little love fest going on.
How can somebody interrupt this great segment?
Yes, the Magic Man and Dan the Danimal Walsh.
No, it's possible, but I think the Magic Man's he's gotten even bigger since the last time we saw him.
The Magic Man has come out, and he has just classed up the place about 50%, Dave.
Well, first off, it's not possible, Chris. Second off, if it is, the Magic Man wouldn't be the person to do it.
Dan Walsh is
so
funny, Dave. Shut
tired
up.
of hearing about Ricky Cruz. I am so tired about this guy going on about how he came from this great wrestling lineage in Puerto Rico, and how when he was a little niño, his papa used to be like, Ricky, you must do your studies before you wrestle. And Ricky was like, no, papa, I want to be a great luchador. I must wrestle now.
Wait, is he
And
Italian
I'm going
now?
to be great, and then I'm going to wear these fancy clothes. And then I'm going to go party with the senoritas in the Guadalajara. Guadalajara's not in Puerto Rico. It doesn't matter because I'm Ricky Cruz, great Puerto Rican wrestler. Ricky, if you do not stop with the wrestlings and get in there and do your homework, you will not get to eat your favorite cereals, the Antonio Tigers, the Fruit Loopers, and the special Okay. I'm done hearing it as much as I'm done hearing that guy having a stroke in the back row.
That happens every show.
Hey, in case you guys didn't know, Santa Claus is in a new movie here in the fall. It's called The Guardians. Go check it out.
He's so good.
But you know what? He's always talking about how great of a trainer he is. He's always talking about all his students who he carries with him and coddles them. Well, guess what, Ricky? Not all your students like you. In fact, some of your students share the same disdain that I share for you. In fact, let me introduce to you the man who, if you choose to accept, would like to accompany me in a tag match against you two jokers.
What's he talking about,
What
Chris?
do you say?
Impromptu tag, come on.
Do you want to, Derek's excited about it. He said, yeah, we don't even know who he is.
He's funny. Él es gracioso. You're so funny, right? You got a tag partner?
I'm going to kill you. Get in the ring.
Oh, listen to that, Chris. Big words from Ricky Cruz.
Okay, Gustav, be quiet. You want to know who my partner is? The Beast, the man, the legend. He might be part alien, but you should be very scared. Dirty Jake Dirty.
Yes. Yes, the homeless guy, homeless Brody, Jake Durden. Yeah.
Wait, last time we saw him, he was digging through the dumpster, Chris.
Yeah, Dave, he's homeless. That's what they do.
Did he buy a ticket to the show?
I don't know. Well, you saw him. Dan Walsh took him under his wing, and now he's a wrestler here. He went from out in the dumpster to now he's in a tag match against Derek Stone and Ricky Cruz. I mean, only in America, only in Metro Pro Wrestling.
This guy needs to be tested before he should be allowed to step in the squared circle. He may have rabies. You don't know what this guy has.
I'm sure the commission has done all the proper blood work and testing you need to do on straggly homeless people. He looks great. He's going to come out here. Look, his beard is very clean. Yes, you saw him earlier. He was brushing his teeth with his finger. He's good. Good to go. And look at Dave. He is a monster, okay?
Now, he is a big guy. There's no doubt about it.
I don't know how much wrestling training he's done out there in the dumpster when he's digging through the old McDonald's bags, but you know what? He can come out here with Dan Walsh and teach him the ropes, and I think he has did you just see what happened? Lucy Mendez slapped Magic Man.
Yeah, can you blame her?
Yes.
I'm sure he was saying some terrible stuff to her. Look at this. Homeless attack from behind to get things started.
Homeless attacks are really bad in the alleyways and now here in Metro Pro Wrestling, Dave.
I remember a couple months ago when those homeless guys was on bath salts, he turned into a zombie-type creature. Remember that?
Yeah, but that's because those bath salts were something else, Dave.
Hope that doesn't happen here tonight, and look, you should learn for having that stupid long beard.
Now, why is he touching his beard? That beard is fantastic. That's why he got the name Homeless Brody.
Cruz takes a big headbutt, though.
Look at that dirty Jake Durden going to work. Big headbutts by the homeless guy. Here comes Dan Walsh.
Former MTV reality star. Boy, looks like a current coward, Chris.
Nope, just smart, Dave. Getting out of the ring. Didn't feel like he had the upper hand there.
I think I see something running down his leg, actually, Chris. It's yellow.
Give me a break, come on. He's not scared of anybody, Dave.
Darted for the hills like Ricky Cruz was holding a live grenade, Chris.
You don't think he's less scared of wrestling in Metro Pro Wrestling than he was going with all those crazy women in those Road Rules shows he was on?
You know what they say if they're crazy, Chris?
What do they say?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I think he had some fun is what I'm getting
Thanks
at.
for
That's
enlightening me, Dave.
It's late night TV. I guess I could say some stuff, but prefer not to.
That's
Derek
Metro
Stone in
Sports.
control.
You shouldn't say that.
That's a good point, Chris.
Twisting the arm now, working over that left arm of Dan Walsh, but Dan reversing it. Yes.
Dan Walsh certainly outsized and out-muscled here, but still able to pull some moves off, and Derek Stone with a nice reversal.
Nice takedown by Derek now.
Look at the technical move by the big man. Now a quick tag, and Cruz comes back, and look at him run like a coward again.
Dan Walsh doesn't want any part of Ricky Cruz
Thank you.
right now.
Finally, he'll acknowledge it. Thank you.
Well, yeah, he's playing, look, he has to stretch.
Just a stretch. If he had to do that, he should have done that grab before the match.
He's not ready, Dave. He came out here and made an impromptu match. He had no idea he was going to do that. It just came to him.
It's like Jane Fonda here at ringside, Chris.
And look at the homeless guy, Jake Durden. He's just shaking his head in disbelief. He's just happy that he can get a cheeseburger after this. And look at Ricky Cruz. He is ready to Hey, I guess he knows that Dan's not coming in,
Hey,
so
what's
here
the
we
piece of
go.
it, but Danimal won't oblige.
But Brody will. So here comes Jake Durden. Why are they chanting at this guy? This
He
guy
isn't chicken. They're calling it pollo, Chris. That's Mexican for chicken.
It's Spanish, too.
Exactly.
You know what? This guy has enough voices in his head, Dave. I don't think they need to be chanting stuff at him.
Well, he'd go for a whole chicken right now. He might eat that thing live, Chris.
I just saw him down at the City Union just a couple of days ago, and now he's here wrestling. I think they should just lay off him a little bit.
No idea you took your meals down to the Union Mission as well, Chris.
Well, you know me. I help in the soup kitchen.
Oh, it seems like the last thing in the world you do, but if true, I guess that's very generous.
I just steal food. I don't work there.
Oh,
here, look at that.
Big food. What a move, Chris. That was muy bien.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dave. I didn't know you did so well in Spanish in college.
Si, senor.
I saw your transcripts. I was there with you. They weren't good.
That was that crappy class you signed me up for. What was that, Ancient Technologies?
Yeah, the one you dropped. But look, Ricky Cruz is dropping some big right hands on the face of the homeless guy, Jake Durden.
That Durden fight back. It's not my fault, Chris. You told me that class was going to be about the wheel and stuff. It was all engineering. What a disaster.
Dave, that was like 15 years ago. Come on. Do you still hold grudges like that? Anyway, I hate this Derek Stone guy. He's horrible.
Yeah, and I hate the Magic Man, Chris, but neither one of us are going to get their wish. They're both out here tonight. I'm sure the Magic Man, as always, will do his best to cheat and get involved.
Dan Walsh has no problem coming in here with Ricky Cruz, as he's just proven now, Dave.
Oh, yeah, sure. He can certainly cherry pick when the moment is right.
What is
Look
this?
at this.
Oh, my goodness. Was he raking his eyes?
Oh, yeah, that's a great move.
Look at this cover, Dave.
What a beauty combination by Cruz. I thought he had it.
Look at this leg lock he has. Looks like an octopus rolled around the ring.
Stop it, geez.
Yeah, Walsh begging for mercy.
Oh, come on. This has got to be unfair. Referee Pumpkin, stop this. No, come on.
Oh, it's great. It's like giving a guy noogies, Chris. He's just rubbing it in. He's in complete control.
He's totally just dizzy right now, Dave. Ricky Cruz making fun of him. That's just not right.
Danimal looks like he's going to blow chugs.
Oh, that's real nice. Slapping the innocent dizzy guy.
They deserved it. He's been yellow all night, Chris. He can get anything that's coming to him. He deserves it.
Homeless Brody needs to get in here.
Huge knife edge chop by the Puerto Rican sensation.
Dan Walsh has given him at least a 6-piece chicken nugget after this. If he doesn't get in there and earn his chicken, he's not going to get anything. He's going back to the City Union.
Oh, come on, ref. You can't interrupt here in the match.
Look at that big clothesline. He must have heard me, Dave. It's a happy meal for him if he doesn't do it a little bit better than what he's already done. Look, no hands, dropping the knee on
So
Cruz.
Danimal's upgrading. He's really splurging from the dollar menu he usually gives him.
You're right. Doesn't have to turn in any recycling cans or anything to make some of that money back, Dave.
Man, big spinning elbow there by the Danimal. Nice athleticism on that one.
Dan just walking around all proud as can be, working over that left leg of Ricky Cruz. Yes, driving that knee and that leg down into the canvas.
Crowd rallying here behind Ricky Cruz. In need of a tag here as Dan Walsh is inflicting some pain here, but it was really Jake Durden that did the damage on that big illegal clothesline from the outside.
Oh, Dave, who's keeping track? All we know is Dan Walsh is in control right now. And look at Ricky Cruz. What is he all hooking up? What's he doing? What's up there? What?
Look at that. Danimal fall for the oldest trick in the book.
That's a stupid, unfair trick.
I think Cruz hurt his hand on the chest of Dan Walsh.
Well, why not? The guy's a massive muscle head. He should.
Nonetheless, Walsh worse for wear here.
Now Cruz has Walsh in the corner. Yes, rake of the eye. That's nice. Always works, Dave.
Dan Walsh, big shot to the back of the head.
Maybe Magic Man can come in and do some stuff too. He was a big wrestler in Japan, Dave.
I'm worried if the Magic Man tries any wrestling moves, Chris, he may have a heart attack immediately.
Oh, come on,
He doesn't
Dave.
look like he's in the best shape.
He's not in the front row of the fans, Dave. He's a manager here, okay? He's not gonna have a heart attack. Look at the choke. He's got to 5, Dave, yes. I saw these homeless street fights on DVD like 10 years ago. Hot sellers back then. Yeah.
Come on, ref. He may be giving him a disease. That's
Pretend it's
terrible.
a Big Mac. I told you he's been tested, I think. Yeah, doesn't have rabies. He's fine.
I don't think there's enough tests for all the stuff this guy might have.
Oh, come on. Look, Dan's okay with slapping hands with him. He's fine. Jake Durden, like, doing the damage, and here comes Dan Walsh, a nice front base lock now on Cruz.
Crowd really into this match here at Turner Rec Center. Guess we'll give Dan Walsh that. He certainly knows how to rile up a fan base.
Well, all the lovely ladies love him, Dave. I have lots of proof of that. I'll show you pictures later. But here comes homeless Brody Jake Durden. He's gonna put this one away, I think, Dave. It's over.
The stork is in the ring, Chris.
Yes, just choking it with his shin, Dave. Yeah, it's a cover. Come on.
If I was referee Pumpkin, I'd be afraid to get near this guy, Chris. Could snap in an instant.
Dave, all these stereotypes you like to use about homeless people, just unfair. Anyway, when I was down at the soup kitchen the other day, he really had a lot of friends down there.
Well, I don't know, Chris. I mean, he's wrestling here tonight, but when I came in the door, he was outside begging for change, so, well, whatever that's worth.
You sure it was him, or is it just one of our fans? Because a lot of them have to scrounge through their seat cushions to get a ticket price in here.
Well, there's no doubt about it, and I've been trying to confirm a possible DNA relation of him to Santa Claus Man or the other toothless guy on the other side of the audience, but haven't been able to get those two things confirmed yet.
Well, Dave, he does have athletic ability, so I can pretty much tell you that there's no genetic connection there. I'm sorry.
Cruz whipped off the ropes. Durden hits him with a big clothesline.
It's like when he threw a shopping cart at that lady in the mall. Here was a cover. You know, this would be a huge win for homeless Brody and Dan Walsh so they can take out Cruz and Derek Stone, two of obviously the biggest veterans and the strongest guys on the roster.
Really, as far as I know, is Brody misses with the big knee drop. The first homeless wrestler in professional wrestling that I know of, Chris.
Yeah, it's definitely not something you hear every day, Dave. I
Quite
don't know
an
why.
accomplishment, yeah.
I mean, if he does well, this could open up the door for so many other homeless wrestlers.
It's a great point, Chris. There's probably a lot out there. You know, guys like Jake the Snake that may be there as we speak.
He's a trailblazer. Look at this. Double team action. Slamming the legs and knees down of Ricky Cruz.
Dan Walsh doing his Flair impression there with a big woo, but the crowd not responding, of course.
Kicking. Look at the two kicks and big knee drop there on Cruz. Here's a cover.
Dan Walsh doesn't hook the legs, only gets a 2 count out of it.
Dan Walsh, I think he's ready to end it, I think, now, Dave.
I think he was just making eyes at Medea, Chris. He needs to focus on the match, not the beautiful ladies at ringside.
He said Medea.
Exactly.
Big clothesline miss, and look at that big clothesline by Ricky Cruz.
Man, but Cruz needs a tag. Can he get it?
Lucy Mendez trying to get the fans clapping for her man Ricky Cruz or her man Derek Stone. I don't know really which one it's her man, Dave, but whatever.
Hey, they're all friends. I know that for sure. Clearly no bad blood as you tried to play up earlier, Chris, and Cruz gets the tag.
Get that tag to Derek Stone, and here comes Jake, and big double axe handle of both Jake and Dan. Here's another one. Derek Stone is house of fire in there, Dave.
No doubt about it. Huge punch to the midsection, and man, if homeless Brody had any feud in there, he might have spewed it up right there.
Look at this. Look, he's working over that empty stomach of the homeless guy. And Dan Walsh is now working on Derek, and here comes Cruz. Look at that slap.
Oh, and Cruz finally getting a chance for some retribution here after the trash talk before the match from Dan Walsh.
Oh, big clothesline, and look at this, Dave. In the middle, just knocking each other over with a double Irish whip. And look, homeless Brody's outside on the apron now, Dave, and Dan Walsh is in deep trouble. No!
Ah, super kick to the face, and then a suplex. Look at this bridge. Yes!
No!
What a win by Team Stone Cruz.
What happened to the homeless guy, Jake Durden? Well, there goes his green stamps. No food stamps for him.
Well, the Magic Man looks upset, but he didn't do much to help out his team, did he, Chris?
Well, you know, I'm sorry, did you want him to get involved? You always cry when he does.
He does in every other match.
Well, he didn't this time because he's getting a little bit more mature in his older age, I guess, Dave.
What a team here, celebrating in the ring. No jealousy or infighting in this team. It's so much better than the Kansas City Killers.
I don't know.
I guess all you need is a beautiful woman to keep the peace.
I think there's something wrong. Two grown men, both friends with the same woman. I don't know what kind of world they live in, but that doesn't really exist in this world.
Dude, get up, Chris. Let's do some dancing here. This is time to celebrate.
Shut up. I'm celebrating that guy's going back to the city union.
I guess that's good for him, but I just feel bad. I mean, he was about to get a 20-piece chicken nuggets that would feed him for 2 weeks.
Nope. Nothing for this guy. Dan
Walsh
doesn't know him
telling
anything.
him right now, no food tonight.
It's back to the bathroom stall for this guy. Jake Durden, homeless Brody, just him and Dan Walsh losing to Derek Stone and Cruz. Look, it's nothing bad about losing to Stone and Cruz, Dave. They're two of the biggest, best guys here.
It's salsa time, Chris.
It hurts him, he says.
Like Stone's shaking his moneymaker.
Dave, all the guys that are around the ringside that have never seen a girl are all gazing up at Lucy Mendez right now.
Can you blame him?
Come on, Jake.
This has been a production of Metro Sports and Time Warner Cable, Kansas City.